cocktail aficionados, it's John Moser with another edition of Cocktails Out of Quarantine. What I'm going to do is another two-part episode. About a year ago, I did a two-parter, one showing people how to make nocino, and then a follow-up to that showing how to use the nocino, which when it was done about a month later, in a drink called the Ghost Story. Well, what I'm going to do today is show you how to make something called a lime cordial. It's not alcoholic. It's just a nice, syrupy, limey, sweet and sour concoction that I'm going to use eventually in a drink that many of you have heard of called the Hurricane. A wonderful rum-based drink that New Orleans made famous, like so many other drinks, right? New Orleans, the classic cocktail town. Anyway, I thought, well, maybe I'll just make one video where I do all of it. There's a lot to it. So I figured it, even though the lime cordial is not an alcoholic drink, I should spend an entire episode demonstrating how to make that. And then from there, we'll do a separate one using that lime cordial along with many other ingredients to make the Hurricane. Got it? All right. So here's what we're going to need. The first thing you need in order to make a lime cordial is citric acid. Anybody who's ever done any canning is familiar with citric acid. It's good for preserving the citrusy flavor in something that you're going to store for a while. I'm probably not going to end up storing it all that long, but still, it's nice to have it, and it's really expensive. It was, under $5 to get this, and it's probably going to last a long time because all I'm going to use for this batch is a half of a teaspoon. Second, granulated sugar. We're running low, but there's plenty for what I need. We're going to need a half a cup of that. Water. I don't need to demonstrate water, right? And then lime. We're gonna have lime juice. Roughly the juice of 2 limes. We're looking at getting about a half of a cup, which is 4 ounces. I think you could easily get that from 2 limes. But we also want to use the peel from the limes because that's going to soak in soak overnight in the cordial in order to really get a nice citrus pop to it. That's all we need. Let's go ahead and make it. The first thing we're going to do in order to make lime cordial is mix a little bit of the citric acid. As I said, just a half a teaspoon. With a half a cup of sugar. This is a 1/4 cup because that's what will fit in here. I'm just going to put that in here a couple of times. One. And 2. Okay, half a cup of sugar. That's step 1. We just blend this together a little bit. Our next step is to bring 1 cup of water to a boil. It looks like it is just about getting there now. I think that's good enough. We've got the combination of sugar and citric acid, which we are going to pour in gradually so as not to burn it. Stop there and stir. There we go. Pour the rest in. And we are just going to keep stirring that until it's completely dissolved, at which point we'll go on to the next step. Completely dissolved. So what we will do is take it off the heat and then add our half cup of lime juice and the peel of 2 limes. I just used an ordinary potato peeler to get these. It was pretty darn easy. And then we will return it to the heat, but we'll lower the heat so it will simmer. And we're going to simmer that for about 2 minutes. Get back up to a simmer first. So yeah, about 2 minutes Then we're going to take it off the heat and we're going to let it cool. So I'll be back when this is ready. It's now done simmering. So all we're going to do for now, turn off the heat. I'm going to cover it and put it aside. We want to let that cool completely. So, at least an hour it should be there. After that, we're just going to transfer it to a better container, as some kind of sealable jar or something like that, and refrigerate it overnight. So some time has passed, a couple of hours, probably more than we had to, and we're just going to take the now fully cooled contents of this pan and pour them into a jar. I've got a couple of them in case there's not enough room. Oh, one's going to be fine. There's all the liquid. Now I've got to kind of grab the lime peels and drop them in there. It smells really, really citrusy. You can tell this is going to be delightful. So all I'm going to do now is seal up the jar and put it in the fridge overnight. And tomorrow I'm going to strain out the peel and I will have lime cordial. And that's really all there is to it. So now that you know how to make a lime cordial, my next step will be to show you how to make the hurricane, which includes the lime cordial. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.